Happy morning everyone. In this section we are going to learn about eugenics. These are the content today we are going to discuss in this section. First of all, we should know about the definition of eugenics. Eugenics is nothing but it is a science of production of healthy offspring by the application of law of genetics to the improvement of the human race. The primary aim of eugenics is to produce a race of physically perfect human beings. Eugenics has two types. One, negative eugenics and positive eugenics. First, negative eugenics. It is referred to the preventing of multiplication of defective genes. Negative eugenics like regulation of marriage, isolating the defective person, sterilizing the defective gene, prevention of consanguineous marriage, control immigration and birth control. Next, positive eugenics. It comprises of all those eugenic measures which help to increase the percentage of desirable traits in the population. They are like early marriage, selective mating, selective fusion of gamete, removal of social hindrance, education, gene therapy and genetic counseling. First, we are going to discuss about negative eugenics in briefly. Regulation of marriage. Character of offspring are determined by the parental stock. The number of abnormalities like albinism, color blindness and some fetal defects like hemophilia are transmitted from the parent to offspring. Person with hereditary disease should not allowed to marry. So they are excluded from the reproduction and future progeny is saved from the hereditary defect. Next, isolating the defective person. People with a serious abnormalities like epilepsy, feeble-mindedness and criminal tendencies should be isolated. Such person should not be permitted to mingle and marry with a normal person. Next is sterilize the defective genes. The genetically defective person should be sterilized. The process of the sterilization involves tubectomy, which is removal of oviduct. In female, vasectomy, in this case of male. The vasectomy is the partial removal of vasa deferentia and prevent the release of sperm in the production of spermatozoa. Next, the prevention of consanguineous marriage. Consanguine marriage is nothing but is called as cousin marriage. The cousin marriage increase in the frequency of appearance of recessive defects. The lethal genes are recessive, so remain unexpected in the heterozygous condition. The marriage between the close relatives like cousin tend to bring together the recessive alleles in homozygous condition. Such close marriages should be restricted. Next one is control of immigration. The deceased feeble-minded person or a person with a hereditary defect should not be permitted to immigration. Next one is birth control. People with a defective should not advised to have small family. Next, positive eugenics. It comprises all those eugenic measures which helps to increase the percentage of desirable traits in a population. First one is early marriage. A person with a desirable character should marry early, not so early. They produce more children. Let marriage produce a defective children. Next one, selective mating. The selected male and woman being eugenic value should be encouraged to increase the birth rate. Next one is selective fusion of gametes. The sperm and the ova from a desirable male or a female should be collected and stored in an egg or a sperm bank. These selected sperm and ovum are used to do the artificial insemination and implantation and produce a test tube babies. Next one is removal of social hindrance. Religion, casteism and dowry are the major social hindrance in the way of marriage, because these good germplasm from the different sources fail to come together. These social hindrances should be removed in the and inter-religion, inter-caste and interracial marriage should be encouraged. Next one is education. The people should be given the proper education about human biology, human genetics and sex. Next one is gene therapy. In gene therapy, a defective gene is replaced by the normal gene by applying the genetic engineering techniques. Last one is genetic counseling. The advice given for the improvement of the hereditary character is called genetic counseling. The person giving the advice is called genetic counselor. The advice is given on the basis of principles of hindrance. The symptoms and risk methods of hindrance of following hereditary defects should be educated, like hemophilia, syndromes, color blindness, erythroblastocytosis, inborn errors of metabolism, like the method preventing and controlling and treating or defects should be educated. So these are the things about the eugenics. I hope it must be useful to you. Thank you.